everyone, I'm Jonathan and welcome to my channel, Jonathan's Diamond Painting and Stuff. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're coming back to me, welcome back. I'm so glad to have you here. And so today is an unboxing video. Apologies for the lateness of this, but I am going to unbox Three Kings. Well, it's still festive, although technically I don't think they've kind of arrived yet until a few days' time. But anyway, I really loved this kit when it came. I'm not really religious anymore. I was brought up a Christian, but I've kind of found my own path in life away from Christianity. But I do love some of the culture and the traditions around Christmas, including the Nativity. I think it is a beautiful story. But so in line with that, I did really like this image. So I thought if I don't unbox it now, it's going to be waiting until next year. So I thought I'm going to get this video out there now. So when it comes back in stock, probably in a few months' time, you can have that information from me and how I found it and everything. You know, in relation to whether it's a kit for you or not. Okay. I always seem to be missing things at unboxings, so I've written myself a little list now just to make sure I go through absolutely everything, but doubtless I'll still forget something or I've forgotten to written something on my list, so if you just bear with me, I'm trying to improve my videos all the time, you know, so, and if there's anything you think that I've done or not done that you want to give me feedback on, just feel free to drop it in the comments below. Okay, so this is the Three Kings Nativity Scene by Diamond Art Club. This is a Diamond Art Club kit, and it is a square kit denoted by the square theming and the blue theming on the box. It is by Marcello Corti, and ironically, he also did the Lighting the Way, which I just unboxed only about a week or so ago. The one with the Santa and the very blue background with the Santa and the sleigh pop out. So I thought that was quite ironic, actually. I had no clue whatsoever. I mean, sometimes I just don't know. But so he obviously does some very beautiful landscapey pieces, Marcello. And you just got on the back here, just got all the contents, which I will go through when I open it, how it all works, just some basic instructions. Yeah, and there is a code on the side here to get 10% off your next purchase. Also, I am a Diamond Art Club affiliate now, and I do have a link. It's $10 off if you use the code below. Don't feel obliged to use that, and there are a lot of other good ways to get good discounts, including once you've purchased and been invited to the VIP group, as I'll go when I get into the leaflet inside. You can get a really nice code year-round on there. Okay, so let's just open it. Now, I did have one of the perforated kits in that Lighting the Way, but I don't think these I don't know, actually. This kit may be or may not be. I mean, I think they didn't quite phase through until just after Black Friday, so I don't think this will, because I think this is pre-Black Friday, because this was in the Christmas releases. Okay, so first of all, we have our toolkit, and you get a few basic things in here, which I will go through now, and another macron, and I've got that colour, oh well. So, you have your cover minder. Now, those of you who don't know what these are, it comes with a magnet on it and a second magnet. You put the cover minder on top of your canvas, and then you put the magnet on the back of the canvas, and then you can just use that to hold back the film sheet or to just keep things in place that you want to keep in place. But most people use them to fold back the cling film. Well, cling film. The film sheet while you're diamond painting. I don't tend to use these as much. I just really collect them for the collectability because I like different things. Oh! And that's just come off. Oops. I'll just super glue that back on. This is one of the reasons why Diamond Art Club are phasing out these cover minders, because they are so easy for the magnets to come off. I've never had it come off a Macron before, but that is a clean break. So, oh well, I will glue that back on. But they did get a lot of complaints about these cover minders always the magnets coming off and everything, and I think it was just too much for their complaints department. So they are moving away from cover minders and bringing in their own patented perforated film cover, and that will mean you can tear off like a 10 by 10 roughly centimeter section at a time. And it is double sided, so you can put the film back whichever way you want. You don't have to worry, because the old cover sheets have only one side you can put back onto the canvas without ruining it. Okay, so then you've got your pen and a squishy. These are green sparkly theming, very nice. Oh yeah, I thought that looked wrong. It's just a bit, it's been trimmed and the bit has been left on, but that's fine. I like the squishies because I tend to use them on the tweezers as well. Some very sharp tweezers. Yep, very sharp, so keep that cover on. Some lovely washi tape, and again, they love their florals at the moment. I do wish they'd move on to some other theming, but they are beautiful. That's the washi tape, and I use this to surround the canvas, so you got a very fine overspill of the sticky of the poured glue. So I tend to, and a lot of other people do this, tend to just put the washi tape directly, just so it's touching that black line around the edge of the canvas. And I've done this in some of my kitting up videos, if you want to see the process. And then, yeah, and that just protects that gluey edge, and it just means you don't get lots of fuzz or fibres and everything, you know, building up on that gluey edge. We've got 2 wax discs of heart-shaped wax. This is very high quality wax, and it comes in this lovely little container so it doesn't dry out. And you've got a drill tray with a little stopper. Very good quality drill tray, but it is quite small, and I'm quite serious diamond painter, so I do have a variety of premium trays, so I don't tend to use these. I tend to give these away to people that like them. Yeah. And you've got a set of baggies, which are useful for when you're kitting up. If you've got some extra drills that you can't fit in your storage, you can just label them and put the extra in a bag. You could also use these for kitting down, but just be aware there isn't usually the amount of bags per colour, so you will need more than just one set when you're kitting down, if you're going to store them like that. Just put these away. Okay. Oh, sticker just popped out. So this is like just a sticker that comes with every kit. Some people stick them on the side of the box because of the way they're storing them. I just tend to store them in a drawer and stick them on the bag that I keep the drills in once it's completed. Can't remember if I neglected to say the size, which I'm pretty sure I did, is 104 centimetres by 70 centimetres. I'll try and remember to measure it when I get it out. So it's quite a big one. Right, I'm just going to undo the film. Now originally I took this a bit on faith, this kit, because it was supposed to have an unboxing, but unfortunately, I think it was Emeralds and Fairy Lights. She was quite unwell when this came out, so wasn't able to do the sneak peek at the time. So I just took a chance, really, because I think it was a while before we got an proper unboxing. Sorry, proper sneak peek. And I haven't actually watched any of the sneak peeks because I was just a bit... I wanted to have the reaction, my own personal reaction, that's not affected by anything else. And I thought I've bought it already, so, you know, I might as well. So I think I'll do it slightly differently this time. I'm going to have a peek of the canvas first, and then we'll go through the drills. Okay. Just take the drills out. Oh, but before I do that... Oh, we're on to 2 sheets. Oh my goodness me. We are 75 colours. Wow. I'll just put that aside for 1 second because I just want to go through this leaflet. So this is just a thank you for your purchase leaflet. And it just has some basic instructions. Another 10% off your next purchase. I think that's the same as the code on the outside of the box. An invitation to the VIP group here. So you want to scan that QR code, but you will need to put in the order number, the order you just made with Diamond Art Club to be eligible to join. And yeah, and so that's pretty good. Now, there is another code somewhere. Here we are. If you haven't used the app yet to purchase, you can get 20% off your first purchase through the app as well. So that's a very good code. Okay. Right, so like I said, a lot of colours. I never really took notice, to be honest. And here's the artwork. I'll try and superimpose over just a little bit of a picture now, just so you can see. But yeah, I mean, the thing I think that was most impressive to me was the sky. You know, that those clouds which are just opening up with the brilliant star guiding the way, and Mary and Joseph and the baby in the crib there with just some of the animals on the outside. It's just stunning piece. But yeah, so just looking at the drills, we have 4 ABs. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got a blue, a red, a yellow, and the classic white. And then if we cycle to the end, we have got 1 fairy dust, which is denoted by the Z in front. That's a pale blue, 775. And 1, I think this is an iridescent. It's got an L in front. That's just an iridescent white. So I'll be really interested to pick those out once I get onto the drills, because I've never seen an iridescent in a kit before. I'm just going to roll this back on itself. It is the standard film. No perforations on this one, which is fine. I'm not entirely certain if I'll be using the perforations or not. I do like my release paper, and I like the surprise element of using release paper, because, you know, you're kind of covering up the canvas until you do each section, and so every section is a little bit of a surprise, which you lose a little bit if you have it all visible. That's just me, you know, the way I roll. And we're just gonna open it up, and isn't it beautiful? Oh, goodness me. Just trying to make enough space. I know you can't see it all, but yeah, just making sure. Yes, no perforations. It's just the way these there aren't any, are there? No, just the way some of this film falls. It almost felt like it was like the perforated canvas I unboxed a few weeks ago. But yeah, wow. Isn't that beautiful? So, I'm going to do this in combination, I think. Yes, I'll do something slightly different. We're going to do the drills at the same time. So, I'm just going to pick out some of the ABs and special drills first. Okay, so we have got 101, which is a blue AB number 1, and this is in a lot of... Oh, actually, let me move this down so you can see. So this is in a lot of the sky sections, here and there. Lots of sky made up of these beautiful pale blue ABs. Now number 2 was red, and I'm guessing that'll be, in a lot of the kings. Some of the robe and the hat of the first king, around the harness of the camel, and in just some of the pack that the camel is carrying here. Yeah, so just here and there, and in one, just trying to think, is that the back of that camel or the front of the next camel, I think. Yeah, so that's where those are. A few red ABs, I don't know if that's Mary's belt, maybe. And then number 3 is a yellowy AB. And again, it's in some of the gifts and some of the headdresses for the kings again. Not very much otherwise. Apologies, let me just move that one so you can see a bit better. But yeah, you see how it's in the headdress here, and there's some of the lights in this in like the rest of Bethlehem here, which are highlighted with the yellow. And then finally we've got the white ABs, which are denoted by number 4. And where are they? Ah yeah, here we are, just along the very edge, highlighting the very top of the camel, giving some good highlighting there, shading. And I think that's not a lot of them, so I think that's... Oh yeah, there's just some over here on highlighting some of the animals, and just very, very few in the stable. Again, just offering that shading, really. So that's brilliant. Okay, so the most laborious use of ABs really is a number 1 in all the sky sections. Okay, so then let's go on to the fairy dust. Okay, so fairy dust is, I think, is in the sky. Excuse me. Right, so we have 775, and it is, aha, this symbol here. So just patches here and there, really. There's a little patch there, some little patches here, just dotted here and there, just giving some very, very subtle shading. That's going to be beautiful. Combined with the ABs and the fairy dust, this sky is just going to look amazing. Yeah, I'm just checking there's no fairy dust in the rest of it. I can't see any. I think it's just the sky. Yeah, I think it's... Oh, there's just a little bit here, but I think that's just the edge of the sky peeking through the stable, isn't it? But, right, and then we've got the iridescent, which I think is just in the star. And so that will look amazing. That'll just bring that star right out, you know, as it should be, you know, because that's what they're following to get to baby Jesus. And then just before I forget, there are some white ABs dotted throughout the sky for the stars. You know, so they're just dotted here and there. Not overused, but yeah. And there are some of the fairy dust are there offering some more subtle stars as well. Okay. Let's just get these. I'll see if I can if I can spot the AB straight up. I might not unback all this, but we'll see. I'm just mindful that people probably won't be starting this kit right away, so here we are. So we've got the white ABs there, and there's not a lot of them. Like I said, 141, isn't it? Just check it, yeah. And then I'm just trying to find... There's blue ABs here. That is 101. I've got some red ABs. The red ABs are here. There aren't as many of them. 107. And then we have got yellow ABs. Yeah, here we are. And again, not many of these, but the yellow ABs, 130. That's a beautiful, bright, golden yellow. And then, just looking for the fairy dust now. So that will be a very pale blue. There's a lot of blue in this, obviously for the sky. But, no. No. Here we are. Z775. That is the fairy dust. Very, very hard to get a decent image of it, but it's a very, very subtle shimmer on the coating of all those. So they're very much like normal drills, but just with that fairy dust sort of coating on the top. And then the iridescent should stand out quite a lot because it's just bright white. I'm just trying to find it. And there shouldn't be very many of them at all, which is probably why they're not... Ah, is it these? No, that's a fairy dust again. Just looking. Oh, there's a tiny bag of 310. I don't know if you can see, but all this stable has like just highlighting with the brickwork with the I think that U must be 310. Oh no, sorry, apologies, it's 3371. So where is 310? It's usually dot, isn't it? Yes, it is a dot. Just trying to find where it is. Not very many places. There's some down here. Just having a look. There's a lot of dark shades, but they're not all 310. There's not a lot of 310 at all, really. Just some more up here as well. And yeah, there's some tiny bits of highlighting here in the stable, but I think, and just some in the very darkest shades of the camels, with that dark sort of shadowy effect here and there. So not a lot of 310 at all. Come on, iridescent, where are you? Oh, beautiful bright blue there. Some beautiful emerald greens. There's quite a lot of them actually. 3818. 1, 2, 3 bags of that. 2 bags of this beautiful like deep blue, 826. Sorry, 3 bags of that. Some very dark green, 2 bags of that, 500. A couple of bags of 334. Actually, 3 bags of that. We've got some sage green, 3346, 2 bags of that. So I'm just picking out colours really. I'm not going to do a massive overview of these, just mindful of that many of you won't go on to do this straight away. 414 and 318, 2 greys. Got a couple of like sort of brick orange, 301 and a couple of 400s, just a shade darker than that. A couple of 312 blues. Beautiful fuchsia, 915. Kind of another sage green, 3347. Another kind of a ruby red, 814. Deep blue, 336, and a pale brown, 3864. Where is this white? I don't want to get this whole thing out. Greens, browns, greys, browns again. It's a very dark tone, this painting. Aha! Here we are. 5200. It confused me because it said white, but it's more. It almost looks like a silver. I guess it's because it's iridescent. It's when it's reflected upon, but that's what that one looks like. Not very many of them, but they're only in the star, so that'll be really interesting. And as I've just got this one out, just to show you some of the bits of colour. I'm guessing a lot of this is in the Kings. We just got some pink, some red, some oranges, some yellow, pale yellows, purples, fuchsias. Yeah, so that just shows, you know, that depth of colour with all the Kings coming out across that. Rather, it's not, I won't call it dreary, but it's a very subdued sort of colour of a painting, you know, so, but yeah, maybe that's a bit of the point, you know, but because it's like this kind of dreary landscape, but that beautiful bright star that is guiding them to the baby Jesus. So, yeah. So sorry, I've not gone through all the drills as I usually do, but I just want to get... This was a very quick one, just so that I could have a little look at it, show you it at the same time. Yeah, and then I can put this away until when I'm eventually going to do it. Okay, just put the drills away. Right, I'm just going to pan over this now, and then I'll be back with my final thoughts in a minute. Okay, so I do really like this piece, but I do say that about a lot of my ones that I unbox. I just love the way the skyline is like built up through all these different ABs, fairy dust, you know, and just this cloud with that just beautiful star peeking through that cloud line. Yeah, so I love that. I love all the build up of colour with the kings. I just think that is brilliant, and that just brings them out in splendour, you know, against the rest of the more subdued palette. I love all the animals here, sheep and lambs and things, and just the Mary and Joseph and the baby. Yeah, so really excited about doing this one. So what do you think? Do you think this is one you're going to buy? Is this one you've bought already and are looking forward to doing next year, or have already done this year? You know, I'd love to hear your thoughts below. And I'll be back. I am actually going to do a slightly unusual video. I'm going to do my year of 2023 in review. Not done a huge amount of diamond paintings compared to some people, but I am going to go through my whole stash that I built up in that year and where I went from and where I am now. So stay tuned for that soon. Okay? Bye for now.